Welcome back. It's Thursday, August 22nd. Thomas Miller back with you. Thanks for stopping back in to see what's going on up above today. We'll try to give you the best view possible. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to take off. All right, let's talk about just a couple of quickies because we've really laid the groundwork well this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's podcasts, if you have not caught those, would be great to just catch up on what's going on. Particularly, I would say if you had to pick one and only had time for one, go back to Tuesday because we laid out what's getting ready to happen in Virgo season. So that's among us right now. In fact, the sun is just poised. It is on Leo's banana peel. It only has about 8 minutes left on the chart. Now, that's not minutes on the clock. That's on the chart. It will take it until tomorrow morning at about 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The sun will move into Virgo. So it's just on Leo's banana peel, saying goodbye to that great August swimming pool weather and energy, and getting ready to get its jacket on and move on into Virgo for the fall. The two that I wanted to point out, the moon is in Taurus, and it is in a triple trine. Ooh. Now, a trine is probably one of the most favorable aspects in the chart. So when a planet gets into a 120-degree angle with another planet, it's called a trine. And the moon is in a trine now with our big three. What are the big three? We've been talking about it really since I started this back in the spring. It's Saturn, the South Node, and Pluto. It's all about our karmic path. It is about why are we here and what are we going to do to change it. Now, Saturn is in retrograde. It will be for another couple of weeks. But it does turn direct in September. It's been going backward, and Pluto has been going backward. So really that transformational chokehold that was gripping so many of us in June particularly got tampered a little bit when these guys went retrograde, which they do this time every year. This is a typical thing. But the moon is in a triple trine with those guys. So what I would use that for is kind of how we ended yesterday's podcast would be the same pickup for today, that the subconscious, the moon represents the subconscious, is on extra alert today. And that's punched by the fact that Neptune is in a sextile with the big three. So you really have a lot of spiritual, karmic, soul purpose, insight, perception in the chart today. So you could use that to your advantage. Now, another one that deserves pointing out is that we have Mars, Venus, and the Sun are in what's called a Sesquisquare relationship with the big three. Now, squares are tension. Sesquisquares are baby squares. So around the area of your personality, the sun, Venus, your love and relationship and financial and home and beauty, the good things in your life, and Mars, your just ability to get stuff done, could be a little challenged today. The energy could be saying, is this really where you want to go? If you're being stubborn and resistant to what the universe is trying to do, it could club you over the head. Pure and simple. Make no bones about it. You know, you can't mask the dark side. What you have to do is point it out. In other words, you use that all the time when you call up your Google Maps before you launch into traffic. Is there a wreck up ahead? Is there a slowdown? Is there something I need to go around? Should I take another path? That's what we're pointing out. And yes, there are good waves to ride, and there are challenging waves to ride. So just today, we've got a little bit of a challenging wave, and that will be in there for a few days as these planets make their transition into Virgo. One of the astrologers that I like to follow was talking about some of the changes and challenges as we enter Virgo season. It's not going to be like Cancer season, but it's not going to be as smooth, just as summery and beautiful as we had in Leo season. And this is one of the obstacles standing at the door. So we have to deal with it. We have to work our way around it, and we have to set some intentions and let go of resistance. That's the biggest thing I see is the common denominator when people are feeling challenged is there's an unresolved resistance in there that the universe is trying to pry something out, and we're fighting against it. So use the other side of the chart. Use the moon's, the moon and Neptune's perceptions to figure out what that might be if it's showing up for you. Wow. I kind of didn't expect that to come from today. Have a good Thursday. TGI Friday tomorrow.